My name is Craig Tomlinson. I'm a harpsichord maker. I'm from Toronto originally, but I only spent 5 years in Toronto, then the rest of my life out on the West Coast here. I saw my first instrument when I was on a ski trip with my parents and my brother. And we skied down, and there was, at the bottom of an orchard, was a guy building violins. I think something kind of clicked there, because my brother ended up as an instrument maker as well. And then I was reintroduced to harpsichords when I was about 22, I think, and was able to take kind of one apart. It was a kit from back east. That's when I started realizing that that's what I wanted to do. I think there are a lot of different arts within the art as well, because there are so many different aspects to building an instrument. You have to really be a good metal worker, good woodworker, good gold leafer, finisher, and then when it comes right down to it, you have to be able to voice it and tune it and do all of that stuff to actually make it into a musical instrument. So it really is an art form, but several different types of art is in there. I remember when I first started building, I would cut myself quite badly with each instrument I did, and then after about 5 instruments, I all of a sudden didn't cut myself anymore, and I haven't cut myself for years and years. So obviously there's some sort of efficiency that you get in there with knowing where to have your hand in relation to where the chisel is going to be. There's that, but also being able to have an efficiency of movement. If you're doing 2,000 of a certain part, you have to be able to know the optimum way to actually create that, and really you can't do it any other way except by hand. I've always been one to do things by trial and error, lots of error and lots of trial. But the instruments that I started building, within 1 or 2, I could really kind of see where I was making mistakes and things like that, and then it was pretty soon after that they were pretty decent instruments. It was probably about 1980 that I really decided to go after proper wood. So I went to Europe and spent a lot of time sourcing out woods there and going to certain museums and getting drawings and measuring instruments, photographing, things like that. Well, what I like about the old instruments, the ones that I'm actually targeting in museums, is the sound. And if you analyze what the wood is, and you analyze the shape of it, pretty much if you come back and build something roughly the same shape and using roughly the same woods, you're going to come out with a half-decent sound. To wet bend the whole thing, so I've actually got a steamer box that I can use for certain ones as well. So I'll do that. Bent side. My favorite part of the instrument making process is when I get to sit down at the Orpheum Theatre or the Queenie or something and actually listen to my instrument being played. I'm trying to turn it all with the jack rail off. I'm really proud of the fact that I can make it, handmade, but not make it look handmade. Because I've seen instruments that were built by machine and they look like they were handmade. So the idea is to be able to have it like a little jewel. Have from all aspects that you look at it, it's going to look really, really good, and it's going to have kind of the maker's mark is on it just by being able to look at it.